they'll continue to do so, jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
One, ready?
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle, and they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out, something.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. We figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they try to attack again and again throughout the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3-and-out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to it. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now Burrow on first down. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Burrow going to throw again. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Fields throws on target to Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
On one, ready?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11.
Play action. It's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
There were massive bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. 2nd down and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devin Asiasi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he'll be tackled at the 45, following a gain of just 2.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first.
Now a throw here to his running back. Dances by him, and he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
I'm one, right?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Whoa. 11 MT, 11. Hey, can.
Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Burrow will throw. That's caught one more time by Boyd. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
11 MP. 11 MP. 12.
First down. Here's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
11. 11.
To the air again, Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the Bengals will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bears. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
On 1, right? 12. 11 MP, take.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The stop there by Jay Tufele. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Fields. Complete to Likely. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football department.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A handoff for Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. For the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion left. In motion, the tight end. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. In motion goes the tight end. Another carry for Herbert on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Here's a give to Herbert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Fields. On target to his man, Likely. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
2nd and 1 from the 2. They'll go again with Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Khalil Herbert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get 1 more as the extra points up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. To the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Burrow. Flushed out right. Pass complete. Hurst. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
Here we go. 11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Fields. Finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.